Hi there, Spitler students and families. This is Andrea Deegan, and I am the principal at Spitler Elementary. I am excited to share some information with you. A lot of the time at Spitler, especially with COVID, we like to create videos to share some helpful information or highlight some students of the month. So rather than showing my face, I am actually going to show some slides this time. We're excited for school to start soon. The arrival for school is 8:15. That's when it starts. And we dismiss at 3:15, which is a little different than last year. So 8:15 to 3:15 are the instructional hours of the day. For half-day dismissal is 11:30. So please make sure to have a conversation with your child and then your child's teacher and how they're getting home from school. Please make sure that they know, who is picking them up and where to go. And also, if they're bussers, please make sure that they know what bus they ride. Something that is new this year that I'm highlighting is that the front half circle of Spitler will be blocked off for dismissal only. So please park somewhere to walk up and then get your child. What we found in years past is sometimes, when the kiddos see their ride at the end of the day, they leave their little group and run towards that vehicle or that person. And just for safety concerns, we really want to protect the student safety. And sometimes cars are backing out and whatnot. So it will be blocked off only for dismissal. So in the morning for arrival, you can still drop off at that front half circle for those kindergarten and first grade students. Also, at the end of the day, we will block off the area where the buses line up. So usually, 10 minutes before the buses start lining up, we want to block that off also to protect student safety. We will have specific doors for arrival and dismissal, just like we did last year. Kindergarten and first grade students will enter and exit through the front door of Spitler. Second grade will have their own door over by their wing that the buses typically line up. Third grade, they have their own door, and same with fourth grade. We also want to have the students say goodbye to their parents outside in the morning. We will allow parent volunteers in the building. However, we really want the parents to stay outside for arrival and dismissal and say goodbye or say hello then instead of in the building. We find that the students are so much more independent when they say goodbye to, their parents or their guardians outside. We also will have adults in the building, especially, for those first few weeks of helping the students get to where they need to go. Arrival and breakfast. We do offer free breakfast and lunch for every student. If your child wants free breakfast, they must arrive by 8 o'clock and walk directly to the cafeteria where it's served. So they'll walk through their specific doors and head right to the cafeteria. So breakfast will only be served from 8 to 8:15, and then instruction will begin right after that. So we really want to honor our instructional minutes from 8:15 to 3:15. So that's the only time that breakfast will be served. So please make sure that they arrive on time if they would like to eat breakfast here. Once again, the free breakfast is only offered to the students. So that's just another helpful way to say goodbye outside before they come in for breakfast. Please make sure to update the office when there are any address or phone number changes. So please use our office number, 873-6340, for any changes. You will receive a packet of information. So please make sure you include all of the emergency contacts. It's so nice to have quite a few emergency contacts just in case when kiddos get sick and they need to be picked up. So just like last year, Any sick kids, we expect them to be picked up within 30 minutes. So please make sure you have some emergency contacts that live fairly close to the school that can, pick up your child within, that time frame. So you can also go to Power School to update that information as well. At the current time, masks are optional for student, staff, and volunteers, but please keep in mind that mandates could change. We saw a lot of changes last year, but students who ride the bus must wear a mask during that time. So that is a federal requirement. So please know that. And we just really appreciate your understanding and cooperation during this difficult time. We will have daily communication folders at each grade level, so please make sure you check those folders every night and return them the next day. Sometimes we have newsletters or, very important information that we want to communicate with you. We also communicate a lot on our Spitler Facebook page, so hopefully you have access to that and you can view that. We also use Power School communication with you. So that's just another reason why it's important to update your Power School information so we have the correct phone number to get those, that communication out to you. With these communication folders, it is very helpful to empty the side that says keep at home. So, any great grades on tests or whatever, put those papers on the fridge and celebrate with your student. And then just try to keep them organized. We don't typically have a homework policy at Spitler, but it is very, very important that you make time to read. So read to your child, have them read to you. There are, comprehension questions that your teachers, your child's teacher can go over with you if you would like more information on that. So it's important not just to read, but to talk about the books that you guys are reading. And what we find is if you read 15, 20 minutes, every night, your child will gain so many more vocabulary words and just get stronger with reading in general. So attendance is huge. So I can't emphasize enough how important it is for your child to be here every day, all day. So this is just an example of a chart that, that we can talk about. So for instance, if your child misses, 2 days per week, that can add up to 80 days per year, which will equal 16 weeks per year. And over the span of 13 years in schooling, that equals about 5 years of education lost. So please, please make sure that your child is here every day. Also, tardiness. It's very, very important that your child is here on time every day and try to avoid, having them picked up early as well. So sometimes you think, it's only 10 minutes, that my child is late. This is another chart that can show you that, let's say, for instance, if your child misses 30 minutes a day, that can equal to a half day per week, 4 weeks per year, and nearly a year and a half of education lost. So please, please make sure that your child is here on time. If your child, for some reason, will be absent, please call the attendance line at 873-6394. That's a different number that I showed you earlier. This is our attendance line. And sometimes the main line gets bombarded with other calls during the day. So please make sure that you call that line. We always check that first thing in the morning. And so please make sure you can also call that after hours and just leave a message. So just a reminder, we want to really protect those instructional minutes. Spitler has an amazing PTO. And we typically meet the first Monday of every month at 5:30 in the Spitler Gymnasium. This coming September is a little different because of Labor Day. So that first meeting will fall September 13th from 5:30 to 6:30 in the Spitler Gymnasium. So lots of different opportunities to volunteer. We typically have a walkathon at the end of the year. We raise a lot of money for fundraising so kids can go on field trips and make sure that we have all the updated technology and that sort of thing. So PTO is also a great way to meet and connect with other families. So it's really important. Sometimes, families meet some of their best friends through PTO. So I really encourage you to come September 13th, and I hope to see some new faces. Popcorn. We have that coming back every other Friday. So that's just one of the reasons or one of the ways to volunteer at Spitler. So we pop popcorn starting in the morning, and it's 50 cents a bag. And then when you're here at Open House on Monday, you will have the opportunity to stop at one of the tables. And if you would like to just pay $10 for the entire year, that will cover all of the popcorn days. So you don't have to scramble at the last minute every other Friday going, Mom, I need 50 cents and all of that. So sometimes it's just easier for parents just to, spend the $10 and you don't have to worry about it. So, or you can pay $5 for half a year. So that's just one of the ways to volunteer for our PTO. At Open House, the book bus will be parked at the front of Spitler. So your child will get to choose a free book from the book bus. It's really exciting. And the times again for Open House, which is happening Monday, August 30th. Kindergarten runs from 6 to 6:30. First and third grade only will happen from 6:30 to 7. And second and fourth grade will occur from 7 to 7:30. So those teachers have set times, but they will be in the building. But please don't expect to show up at 7:30 to try to see a kindergarten teacher. So please try to stop by during those times. We look forward to an amazing and successful school year. Can't wait to see some new faces. I can't wait to see our returning students and, really try to make the PTO meeting. And, it's a great partnership that we have here at Spitler. So just a reminder that our first day is Tuesday, September 7th. That is a half day. We will be serving free breakfast on that day, but not free lunch. So breakfast is from 8 to 8:15, and then school starts at 8:15 to 11:30 on that first day. If your child shows up at 8 o'clock and does not choose to have breakfast, then they will just walk directly to their classroom. And like I said, we have adults helping with that arrival process. So look forward to seeing you at Open House and on the first day of school. Have a great weekend, little pirates, and we will see you soon. Bye-bye.